On June 7, 1947, Mr. Nehru discussed the Mountbatten Plan to partition India with Mr. Jinnah and Mr. Mountbatten. A week later, on 15th June 1947, under Mr. Nehru's leadership, the Congress Party voted in favor of India. Jammu and Kashmir's ruler, Maharaja Hari Singh, offered his kingdom's accession to India in July 1947, in September 1947, and on October 21, 1947, but Mr. Nehru refused. Nehru's most glaring blunder was not allowing the Indian Air Force to be used in an offensive role. Mr. Nehru only allowed helicopters and transport aircraft to be deployed. The Coco Islands is a group of 3 islands that forms the northernmost portion of the Andaman archipelago in the Bay of Bengal. These islands have historically never been a part of Burma. They have never had a Burmese presence on them before 1948. These islands were part of British India, the British Raj, and they were administered by British officials from Burma, which was a province of British India from 1882 to 1937. In 1937, the British separated Burma province from British India and began administering it separately. In 1947, the Andaman Islands and the Nicobar Islands became part of India, but the Coco Islands did not. Not because Burma wanted them, but because Britain do. In the early 1950s, the Nepalese king Tribhuvan Bir Bikram Shah had offered to merge Nepal with India. He wanted Nepal to be a province of India. Mr. Nehru rejected the Nepalese. The Kabo Valley is a 11,000 plus square kilometer highland valley on the Indo-Burmese border that is sandwiched between Manipur and Burma. It is extremely fertile and is well known for it. In 1960, Mr. Nehru signed the Indus Waters Treaty, which gives Pakistan control and ownership of 80% of the waters of the Indus River and its tributaries. This is probably the most. 7. The ruler of Hyderabad, the Nizam Mir Osman Ali Khan, declared independence from India. His 200,000 strong paramilitary force, the Razakars, unleashed horrific atrocities on the Hindu populace of Hyderabad. Home Minister Sardar Patel wanted to take direct military action to liberate Hyderabad. Mr. Nehru, though, wanted to take the Kashmir route and take the matter to the United Nations. Mr. Nehru humiliated Mr. Patel in a cabinet meeting and called him a complete communalist. Mr. Patel never attended a cabinet meeting again. In 1956, 5 years after they annexed Tibet, the Chinese started constructing a military highway through the Indian territory of Aksai Chin. Construction of the 1,200-kilometer road lasted from March 1956 until completion in October 1957. Mr. Nehru's government did not even learn of the road's existence until September. In the early 1960s, before the 1962 India-China War, US President John F. Kennedy offered to help India detonate a nuclear device. President Kennedy felt that democratic India and not communist China should become the first Asian country to conduct a nuclear test. Mr. Kennedy's letter emphasized that nothing is more important than national security. Mr. Nehru, for reasons best known to him, rebuffed